Hey everybody, Beyond Drew TV here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Planet Zoo scenario mode playthrough. As you remember in the last episode, we went ahead and built this awesome enclosure here for our Bengal tigers there. So glad everyone enjoyed that and found some use out of that for those of you that are maybe playing the game and not getting the handle on it so well, or those of you that aren't playing the game and just watching everything. I love all the feedback y'all have been given. So awesome. Let's go ahead and continue. Oh, look at him run. Look at our kitty go. Run, kitty. Oh, jeez, the camera's kind of bonked. The camera's kind of bonked. We are the tiger. There we are. Anyways, let's go ahead and... Okay, the camera's bonked. Let's continue the story here. So if you remember, we had to... Yes, there we go over to our Indian peafowl exhibit, right? So let's go ahead and head over there. We'll do a low fly entrance over there. Kind of get some views around the park. We haven't even really looked around the park, have we, that they built here. It's a really, really nice park and everything, but... yeah, here we are. So here's the Indian peafowl. I think these were here. Here's our warthogs. Remember the warthogs we built in the first episode? Here's some ring-tailed lemurs. I haven't even looked at these yet. Can we look at these? We're gonna look at these. I know this is supposed to be a scenario playthrough, but like, it's lemurs. Hello. Hello, lemur. Okay. Anyways, Indian peafowl. Correct. So here we are. Now the lady said something last time, but I cut her off because she was cutting me off, and so let's just replay it.
Expand their social welfare, and we can get a bit more detail.
Okay, so apparently we missed out on the first whole half that she said there. So select, there it is, look at it. There it is. What's up, buddy? What's its name, Norbert? Or Rishi? Same thing.
Now, they've clearly got plenty of space, and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social group isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Click on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's wrong.
Oh, he's sad. He wants some friends.
Right, as you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Well, off you pop to the animal market.
And just that is, look, there just happens to be 3 female peafowls on the animal market. I am just beside myself that this turned out to be. Mainly because I've played franchise mode a bunch, and there's going to be an episode of franchise mode coming out of my first zoo. Not my first zoo, but the first zoo that I'm putting out for content. And yeah, in franchise mode, when you're on the animal market, it doesn't work out this easily. Just letting you know. I need to send them to the zoo. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's still beta, so I keep reminding myself of that, of course. But the animal market can be sometimes a bit of a hassle at the moment to
Good work on those
meander around.
peafowls. I expect they'll be
But it's
delivered
still
soon.
fun.
But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's head over there and see what's wrong with her.
I didn't even know we had a snow leopard. I like how we gave these peafowls like a maze to go through. At least I guess that's their enrichment, right? They don't even need any other enrichment items. They have a maze to go through. All right, so I legit didn't know that there was a snow leopard in here with actual snow. LOL.
Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit stressed by their lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barriers for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
Yep, so, and the temperature sucks too. The terrain sucks a little bit. Where does it say that he's stressed about, because I didn't know about that. Toy enrichment isn't that good. Does it say somewhere that they're, like, stressed about? Huh. Overall welfare to 75%. So maybe under the welfare tab. So under here, habitat, temperature and terrain. Yeah, I don't see anything about like the one-way glass stuff or like it's stressed, but I do know that's a thing. So let's go ahead and yeah, we'll replace some of it here, like all of this. Like yeah, damn near all of it. There we go. Two-way glass. How do you do that? One-way glass. Did I do it? Did I do it? I don't know. I don't think I did it. Okay, yeah, I want to swap all of that. And... boom! What am I missing here? It says no. It says nope, you cannot do the one-way glass. Oh wait, is there only like a little itty-bitty section it wants me to do? Oh god! It just wants me to do this itty-bitty section. Okay, we figured it out.
Of course, when
Bam.
an animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's too hot. Even with the terrible British weather. You should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat.
Definitely, but before we do that, I'm sure you've heard, if you've watched other Planet Zoo YouTubers who are in like kind of the same building vein as I am, which if you don't know, if this is your first time kind of hanging out on the channel, hi, welcome, glad to have you. But I kind of like to lean more towards the quote-unquote realistic side of building, so like kind of building, again, like realistic zoos or theme parks from Planet Coaster, and having like a budget and, you know, having a bit of jankiness in there, or jank and stuff like that. So if you go to like a real zoo, so for me, my local zoo is the Brookfield Zoo in Chicago. They have you know, polar bears and penguins and stuff like that. And my big issue with this whole cooling off thing is the snow that adds in. It's just so tacky to me, and I get why it's there, because it's a video game and they have to illustrate like, hey, it is cold. Here is snow. It is cold. But at the same time, and I think I heard Masked Bandit talk about this, you're probably not going to see me putting these in and having snow all over exhibits. So I really hope that they disable animal welfare for sandbox mode only for sandbox mode. Other modes, it makes complete sense to have, you know, franchise mode and all the other modes to have animal welfare be a thing. But for sandbox mode, I really hope they do, because I'm not going to have, you know, my polar bear exhibit or whatever have snow all over it, because that just isn't what would happen in a real zoo, you know? So yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest. But yeah, let's go ahead and build some more cooling things, because our snow leopard is very, very hot. Oh, we have to open up the ambient thing, I forgot. Temperature, there we go.
As you can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can. Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
Oh, okay. So I have this click because I thought it would let me duplicate it, but if you would like to, just for future reference, you can always, instead of going to like habitat and then finding the cooler, if you have a cooler already, you can go over here and Control D, or even click over here to the duplicate button. You'll get another one right away. But for this one, they want us to go pick it out, which makes sense. Oh, and it wants me even to go as far as doing that. Let's put one there. Okay, so sphere of radius, it's about there. So that we got some overlap. Let's go ahead and speed up the time just a little bit so it starts to cool down even more. Look at that. Is there gonna be snow? Where's my snow? Or do I have to affect the temperature a little bit? No, it's at 0. Oh, we can increase the range too. I mean, it's gonna make it more powerful and all that fun stuff. Interesting. Well, heck it. Give me max power, max range. There we go. Now what did you want me to do? Add 3 coolers. Oh, okay, so I need to add one more. Got it.
You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them.
Okay, Nancy.
It'll take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopard's terrain welfare. You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
So you can see that right here, right? I think we did that in the last episode or the first episode, where, yeah, we have to adjust these to get them in the right areas there. So the first thing, let's, like you said, snow. We need more snow just painted on the ground. So a lot more. So let's go ahead and get rid of all this oops, let's increase this. There you go. So increasing the intensity and the size is okay. But there we go. now we have enough snow, but it could use just like a lot more. It's apparently, you know, a snow leopard, so we need to have snow everywhere. Correct amount of snow? I understand, but I want to have more.
Now then, all of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic. Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should go into zoo management and then into the animals section.
Okay, find your animals here. And then let's sort it by welfare. So we have...
As you can see,
oh God.
This list shows you the animals' overall welfare. So if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate button. Right, I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
Okay, so I think we need... I'm going to train up real quick. Oh, this is interesting. I haven't seen this. Time spent traveling, time spent resting. This is kind of neat, the breakdown of it here. Let's go ahead and train our staff here. At least one of them. I like this too. I've noticed this in franchise mode that you can really get your salaries, you know, pretty well adjusted there. But yeah, let's train up at least one of our zookeepers because the only problem with the peafowls was that they were starving, unfortunately. So the other way, our lemurs aren't doing too hot. Let's go check on our lemurs and see what's happening. What's up there, little lemur deemer? Ando. Your habitat is not clean. Habitat urgently needs cleaning and risks disease, and your terrain is bad. Well, that first part is because we need floater. We need more zookeepers, I believe. How many zookeepers do we have? We have 15 caretakers, 11 zookeepers, and they're all commuting. Let's just hire another one because we have like 1 million of them. So. Oh, there he is. There's one right there, but that's okay. We're still gonna hire another one because they're still kind of falling behind. But let's look at their terrain. So their terrain is not that great. Let's see what the issue is with that. So terrain, they need some more. They need a lot more short grass. Oh no, they have too much. I'm sorry. They need a lot more soil. A lot more soil. They like to get dirty. There we go. Nice. I wonder why this one is brown. You know. Oh, I just noticed this. You can just click. What? For real? You can just click on the thing and then it brings it up. Oh, it does. That's fantastic. I love that. Awesome. Okay, so then that should help our lemurs out immensely. Let's see. Let's click on one and see how that did for him. Hopefully get the protesters away. You need some more enrichment as well. The cleanliness is going up and the terrain is good enough. But yeah, it needs some food enrichment. So let's take a look at our habitat. Go into all. Does it give me... oh, thank goodness. It gives me stuff. And we can break this down. So we're going to go into food and water. Oh, I'm sorry. Enrichments. And then we can break it down here to food enrichment. And we'll give it... what should we give it? Let's do the... oh, you can actually break it down even more to species. Because it might want something specific. And we'll go down to the ring-tailed lemur. Boom. And it's going to... there we go. It likes the forage box enrichment. Oh, wow. That's quite large. We can put it underneath right here. It's like that space was made for this right there. Perfect. Perfect. Whoops. I boxed it up somehow. Alright, there it goes. So, habitat. So yeah, as soon as the cleanliness gets better, it'll be really nice in here. So I'm actually going to call over a keeper. Right now. Come clean, please. Dang, he's a running, Jenny. And a mechanic's going in there. Oh, good. Everyone, come help out our lemur friends. I just want to see him actually pick it up. Good. There you go. Thank you so much. Our little lemur deemer dudes are going to live life now. There it is. There it is. He could use one more food enrichment, actually. We can do that for you. Well, I guess the only food enrichment they can do is that one. Well, can they do this one still? No, because it's a blood pumpkin. And they wouldn't like it, right? Or would they? Let's see. Did that do anything for it? Nope, it didn't. So yeah, they don't play with that one. So they can only do this one. I don't even know if we can fit another one in there. Ooh, ooh. I saw a spot. Oh, because it goes up there. Okay. I don't think we can fit another one in here. We'll just say it's fine. You know, we improved the welfare of that animal a heck ton there. So let's check out our other animals, see what we have. Ooh, our zebras. Our zebras are not doing so hot. Alright, let's see how we're doing overall. We're at 76%, so doing these guys are going to probably do it all the way there. So what's wrong? Your enrichment is terrible. And your habitat isn't that great. Your terrain is not the best. Oh, okay, yeah. So let's get you some more shortgrass. And less soil. Get rid of all this soil, basically. So short grass is okay, but we still have too much soil, so it needs a lot of this stuff back here. There we go. Do we need some long grass as well? Still have to get rid of that soil. Oh, game kind of froze up. There we go. %. Oh god, it's so close. There we go. Much better. Okay. The soil's just barely good enough. Let's get it down a little bit more if we can. 37%. Yeah, I'd imagine they would just want all the tall grass, right? That's where they're most comfortable, I guess. 33%. That's pretty good there. All right. And so terrain is better now. What else? The enrichment is needing to be improved. Their food and toy. So both of the enrichments here. So again, we'll go here and we'll do it by species. Make sure we do all. Oh, is there a zebra in there too? Or a giraffe in there too? Oh, that's kind of neat. Plain zebra, that's what it's called. Okay, so let's see. For food enrichment, they have these small barrel feeders. So let's do one. Where are the guests at? The guests are up there. That's a neat little spot. So let's do one there. And I think there's another viewing spot. Oh, this is a really big. Wow, look at that. That's impressive. I really like this. The multi-level viewing area. I really like that a lot. So what, we did one there, and we'll do one there. And let's do toys. So we'll do a rubbing pillar. There. And okay, and that's all we're gonna do. That's all they get.
Passed the first part of your training with flying colours. There's still lots more to learn, but we'll have to head to another one of Bernie's zoos for that. If you want to grab your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
Okay, well, so was that it? Was that the whole thing?
Sounds like you've got the whole zoo purring away nicely. Well, purring, grunting, screaming, booming. All the appropriate noises. I guess I was right to hire you, huh? Don't tell her I told you, but Nancy wasn't sure you'd even last the morning. So, we're happy this is working out. And Nancy owes me a Foxy coffee.
A Foxy coffee?
As strange as it seems, considering we just
Planet
met,
Coaster.
when I look at you, I feel like you're the child I never had. After the one I did have, obviously. But you see, zookeeping's not for my daughter. Don't get me wrong. Emma absolutely loves animals, but she set her sights somewhat higher. Wants to save the entire planet. I'll just settle for saving a couple of species. Oh, and maybe having a type of frog named after me.
Thanks, Bernie. You creep. Okay, so, is that the whole thing, or is there more? I think that's it. Okay, yeah, so that is it for the scenario mode there, and that's the whole playthrough that we get for the beta there. So, but yeah, so hopefully y'all enjoyed the our 3-part series there of playing through the scenario mode. Like I said earlier, there's going to be a franchise mode coming out here very, very soon. I have the first episode in editing right now, so hopefully maybe even later today. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that. If this is your first time hanging out with us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with the franchise mode zoo that we're doing, and in the future, all the fun Planet Zoo stuff that we'll be covering here. So, and yeah, don't forget to hit the like button as well, as it does help out the channel, help out the video. So, hey, thanks so much, everyone. Appreciate it as always, and until the next one, I'll see you then.